Welcome back to Summers with Suzanna. Today we're at the headquarters for the One Bride Guide magazine, and we're going to be talking to Renee Reyes, the Love Officiant. You ready?
Sure.
So tell us about what interested you in becoming a Love Officiant.
Well, what interested me was I was working in the mall with a friend of mine, and my friend turned to me and she had asked me if I would marry her. We were always talking about, religion, God, just everything in general. And she said, I would really love for you to marry us. And without thinking, I said, sure, I'll marry you. So that's how I got into it, was through my very good friend, which was the first bride that I had ever married.
That's awesome. So what's the process of, becoming ordained or becoming a Love Officiant?
Well, I know there's different processes, but the way that I did it was I went online and took a couple of tests, asked some questions, did like background check and stuff like that, and that's how I did it. I did it online.
Awesome. What should brides have prepared when they come and talk to you about getting married and that kind of thing?
When brides come talk to me, the best thing is where they're going to have it, what time they're going to have it, how many people will be attending. Those are the basic questions they'll need to know, because especially when it comes to pricing and stuff, a lot of people will just call, but it's like I can't tell them anything, because if it's like in Austin or San Antonio, of course it's going to the price will change. Mm-hmm. If it's in Corpus, it's different. So the best thing to know is where you're having it, how many people, and things like that.
What would you say is the most memorable wedding that you've done?
Okay, one of my most memorable weddings was I had some clients call me, and it was for a friend of theirs, and it was going to be a surprise wedding. So the girl didn't know she was actually going to get married.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I was thinking. So like, this could go either way here.
Yeah.
So so what I was supposed to do was I was going to meet them in Rockport on the pier. Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to dress in a dress just like a normal person, and just walk up the pier, and I was supposed to go up to her, and I was supposed to tell her, I'm going to marry you today. My name is Renee Reyes, and I'm the Love Officiant. And so that's exactly what I did. I was nervous because I was thinking like she was like, yeah, right. So we went the day on the pier, and I saw her, and the people were kind of like giving me eye, like, because mind you, I'd never seen her or the guy she was going to marry, because it was through their friends. And the husband had asked them, come and I want to marry her, but it's going to be a surprise wedding.
It's like a flash mob wedding. Right?
Exactly.
Big deal,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So she's on the pier, and I turn to her and I say, my name is Renee Reyes, and I'm the Love Officiant, and I'm here to marry you today. And she looked at me and she says, get out of here. And that was her name. That was the she's like, get out of here. Oh, you're like, she didn't believe in me, right? And then I have a book where I have my notes and everything, and my husband was with me at that time, and I told my husband, and my husband's name is Rondo. I said, Rondo, can you pass me my book? So once she saw my book, that I had the names and I had whatever, all the vowels written down and everything, she was just like, she started freaking out. She was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I was
happy freaking out.
Yeah, right? Happy freaking out, because I was thinking she was going to she could have thrown me in the water. Those were my thoughts. Like, this might happen if she does not want to get married. But she didn't believe me. She was in disbelief. And then she came back, and
that's so cool.
Yeah, and then I ended up marrying them right there on the pier, and her family had like goodies in the cooler, like hid it in the cooler. Mm-hmm. So they decorated the little pier, and they put a little flower cup on her, and it was that was one of my most memorable weddings, because she had no idea. Poor lady.
So how can brides get a hold of you?
Brides can get a hold of me two ways. They can either call me at my phone number, which is 361-904-1385, or they can locate me on Facebook. It's under the Love Officiant Renee Reyes.
Awesome.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, get the Love Officiant to make her your wife. For all the important things you need to do, get the Love Officiant to marry you. And you can find me in the off-white pages in the One Bride Guide.